Have you ever typed something into ChatGPT and thought, how the heck did it just understand that? Like, how does a computer read your message, get what you're asking, and then come back with a response that sounds, well, almost human? It feels like magic, but it's not. It's actually way cooler than magic, because it's science, data, and a lot of math, wrapped up in a brainy little package that talks to you like a friend. Let's break it down. No tech degree required. So let's say you open up ChatGPT and type something like, "Can you help me write a birthday message for my dog?" Now, to us, that's a funny little sentence. But to ChatGPT, it's data. It takes your sentence and breaks it apart, word by word, into tiny chunks called tokens. Think of tokens like Lego blocks. They're pieces of language. Can, you, help, me. All separate blocks. It doesn't understand words the way we do. It doesn't see your message and go, "Aw, cute, a birthday message for a dog." Nope. It sees patterns. It sees probabilities. It goes, based on the billions of examples I've seen when someone says, "Can you help me write?" The next words might be a message, and if they mention dog and birthday, that usually means a light-hearted tone, maybe a funny rhyme, maybe a pet name like Mr. Fluffy Paws. In short, it doesn't think like us. It predicts. It predicts what should come next, based on everything it has learned. Now, you might be wondering, okay, but how does it know so much? Great question. ChatGPT has read, well, basically the internet. Books, articles, websites, even old forum posts. Not in real time, though. It doesn't go online and search things. It was trained on a huge collection of text, like a supercharged reading session that lasted months. That training taught it patterns in language, how people ask questions, how they joke, how we explain science, write poetry, or complain about Mondays. It saw millions of examples and learned, this is how people usually talk. So now, when you type something in, it pulls from that knowledge to answer you in a way that feels natural. Okay, so back to your message. Can you help me write a birthday message for my dog? After breaking it into tokens and analyzing the pattern, ChatGPT runs through millions of possibilities in a flash. It goes, out of all the things I could say next, what's the most likely thing a helpful assistant would say here? Then it picks the words that have the highest chance of being the right next words. Not just once, but over and over again, for every word in the reply. Like laying down tiles one by one to make a full mosaic. So, no, ChatGPT doesn't know your dog. It doesn't have emotions. But it's really good at sounding like it does because it's trained to mimic how people talk. That's why it can write a poem, solve a riddle, or help you write an email that doesn't sound like a robot wrote it. Here's where things get kind of wild. 1. It doesn't know facts the way you might think. Let's say you ask, who's the president of the U.S.? It's not looking it up live. It's guessing based on what it saw during training. So if you ask something super recent, it might not be up to date. It's like someone who read all the encyclopedias in 2023 but hasn't read the news since. 2. It doesn't understand meaning like a human. If you say, I'm feeling blue, it won't picture a sad person. It just knows that feeling blue often goes with emotions like sadness, so it'll respond appropriately. 3. You can trick it or confuse it. If you feed it gibberish or ask a question in a weird way, it might struggle. It's powerful, but not perfect. It doesn't actually know what it's saying, it just predicts words really, really well. So, why does ChatGPT sometimes feel like you're chatting with a real person? It's all in the tone. ChatGPT learned not just what people say, but how they say it. Helpful, friendly, curious. It mirrors that vibe right back to you. You might say, "Tell me a bedtime story in a pirate voice," and it'll go, "Ar, matey, gather round for a tale of treasure and sea monsters." Not because it's creative in the way a human is, but because it learned from millions of bedtime stories and pirate jokes. It's like a super-fast parrot with a genius memory and a talent for improv. So the next time you type something into ChatGPT, remember, you're not talking to a person. You're talking to a brilliant pattern matcher trained on more text than any one person could ever read in a lifetime. It doesn't think. It predicts. It doesn't understand feelings. It mimics them. But somehow, that's enough to make it feel like it gets you. And honestly, that's kind of amazing. Got questions about how it works? Curious about how far it can go? Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear what you think. See you in the next video.